Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making this super cute and fun interactive card. I do not go over the products that I use in the beginning, but after I show you guys how I design it in Silhouette software, I will go over what I use. So if you want to learn how to do this, please stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to do, I'm in Silhouette Studio, and you guys are going to have to forgive me because what I'm noticing is, like right now on my screen right here, I can see a box, which is everything that pops up when I change these, but you guys, for some reason, it doesn't record, so I'm going to have to figure that out, but I will just let you know what it is I'm clicking on, and hopefully that will be enough for you to be able to create this project if you choose to. So the first thing that I did was I did a quick Google search, and I just typed in Ladybug coloring page. Went through them, and this is the one that I found that I liked. And so I pulled it into the software just to copy and paste, or if you save the image, you just want to open it up in the software. And then over here, I'm going to go to the tracing panel. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't think you can see this, but I just select the trace, just like you would trace anything else, and we'll drag it over the image. This one, I didn't have to do any adjusting to the threshold or anything, so it lit up, and I just hit trace down at the bottom, and then you guys will see I have the image. So the next thing that I did was I just right click on my mouse and I go to release compound path, and that's going to make everything individual. And so if you can see here, there's double of everything, and so I just clicked inside the circle once, and then I hit the backspace bar on my keyboard, and I did that for all of the circles. All right, and then here, you can't really see it. You can see that the line's a little bit darker, but there is a piece here. And so what I did was I just pulled that out. Yours may be different if you choose a different ladybug, but on this ladybug, if you do find the same image, you would have to remove this, and I saved it because I'm going to weld it together. You guys will see that in just a minute. So I removed that, and I'm going to keep it. And then this back end, I removed that. Because I'm going to keep that as well. And then here, it was just an individual piece. I took that, and that part we won't be using. So I just deleted that. Here, duplicate this. Uh-oh. Okay, so you want to remove it. You want to do it all as one piece. Okay. So then I'm going to group that duplicated piece, or you can make it a compound path. And then you can do the same with this one. And then this little piece here, I used it just to fit in. And so you want all the lines to be touching, so you can use your arrows to bring it down. However it's going to line up. Every piece has to be touching because we're going to weld it, and it won't weld if everything is not touching. So then you're just going to select the whole thing, go to Object, Modify, and Weld. And you'll see here, this is why I said it has to be touching, because you'll see that mine wasn't touching here. So I just undo and then try again. So I'll just bring it down a little bit more, and hopefully that's enough. If not, we could try it again, but group it all, or select it all, I'm sorry. Go to Object, Modify, Weld, and there we go. These circle pieces you won't need. So let's see. Release compound path. And then you can just get rid of those. Okay, so this is actually going to be, if I remove this one here, it's going to be this piece right here. So I'm going to use this for my base where all of my information will go. So you guys will see that one there. So you can just, use your text tool, type in the information for your party, and then you're good to go on that one. I like to change them colors just so that it's easier for me to know which piece is which. So that one's that. This one is going to be the main backing. So it's this piece that I have here. So we will go ahead and color that black. That's the color cardstock that I'm going to cut it out. And then we have our main piece. And let's see, because it looks like I am missing a piece. Let me ungroup mine and see what I did. Oh, okay. So what I did was I actually duplicated this one. So you're going to need 2 of these. So just duplicate this piece, and we will change that black. And the reason why I did that was just because with this, when you'll see that when these overlap here, your information is going to be on this one. So when I cut it out, I will glue this piece to the back, in front of this one, and then this piece I will glue these 2 together, and when they cover, let's see, when it covers, this back piece right here, the black part, will cover everything, because if I just had the red, you would be able to see the information. So that's why I did that. So I'll color that one black, and like I said, just duplicate your information one. And then this one is going to be the wings, so of course they are going to be red. And that one will go over this piece. You can bring it to the front. But once everything is cut up, it'll line up perfectly. We will have our base here. After your information is cut, you can line this one up here, glue it on, and then you will have your final piece. And this is the piece that you guys will see that I am going to make interactive, so the card will kind of turn to the side. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to get everything cut out, and then we will assemble it. So you will cut this one out in red, of course. These 2 are going to be cut out in black cardstock, and then this one you're going to want to do a print and cut, because of course you're going to have that information. So on mine I already have an example, so of course I would want to duplicate however many could fit on a page, and then make sure we're going to turn on our registration mark. So I would duplicate, I would come over here to the side, it's in the panel, and then I go to the registration marks and I turn them on. So like I said, first you would have to print this, and then you will print, and then you will cut. Alright, so now that we have everything cut out, I have all of my individual pieces that I've designed and cut out. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my ATG gun, and we are going to assemble everything. So here you can choose, you can use any adhesive that you like. Just make sure that you're not running over the holes of the butterfly, or of her wings. And you're just going to assemble it to this plain back base. And when I had originally designed this, I had the wings separated. So when they opened, each one flipped its own way. But I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So we're gonna keep her wings together. So there you go. You have that piece now. And then the next piece we're gonna do is we're gonna adhere the information to the party, or if you're doing this as a card, you're gonna put that information on the base here. So same thing, just gonna use your adhesive and attach that piece. All right, so the last and final step to get the whole thing together, I have my eyelets here. These are from Hobby Lobby. They come in different colors. I would recommend getting a color that's going to be similar to the cardstock that it'll be over. And so for me, I didn't have any red. But if you can find red, if you're making this card or whatever color you're going to use, I would try and match it as closely to the cardstock as possible. But yes, these came from Hobby Lobby and they're called eyelets. And then this is a crocodile and it is from We Are Memory Keepers. I got this at Hobby Lobby as well, but you can order them online. And this is the tool that we use to actually attach the eyelet. So it has a hole punch and it actually has two different sizes. So you can see there and then here. And I just used a smaller one. But I know that eyelets, I believe they come in different sizes. So I think that's why. So I take it and punch a hole where I want it, and then I take the eyelet and push it into that hole just like that. See, so you could see, like I was saying, if you had like a red, it's gonna blend a little bit better. So then I take the tool again and you'll see on the ends here, this little piece here is what goes into the eyelet and it's what makes it set. So you stick it in and then you just punch. And you'll see on the back, it kind of, you know, smashes it in. Now one thing I would recommend is if you're gonna do it like this, I would cut out the black base one more time just so that I could stick that on here to cover that. But if you're fine with that being open, then you're good to go. But usually when I make them, I will put an extra base on the back just to cover that up. And so that would just be cutting this black piece twice. Okay, and so now that everything is together, the wings, they just flap up. There's your information. You know, it'll turn a whole 360. But it's a cute, fun, and interactive card for a first birthday, a baby shower, anything like that. So hopefully you guys like it. I would love to see anything that you guys create or however you guys take it and put a spin on it to make it your own. You guys can always visit me on Facebook at Simply Chaslin Designs, or on Instagram, I am simply_Chaslin. Yeah, I would love to see your guys' things. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel that you do so that you don't miss a video. But from there, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.